What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is me, Karim Jovian, and this is Jovian Finance. First off, I want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing, showing support, and this is going to be a fun journey because the reason why I wanted to make this channel was to help people understand finance. And when I saw some of my friends and family members didn't know the things that I knew, I was surprised. And to be honest with you, it took a long time for me to learn these things, and I have a lot of people to thank for this, especially Graham Stephan. Like, this guy saved my life, because if I did not know any of this information, God knows where I would be without some financial knowledge. It's really important. A lot of us, especially in my culture, we don't really know about these things. We don't know about the fact that you could invest in companies, get paid dividends, have a retirement account, and have compound interest grow at a somewhat steady, safe rate of 6%. We don't know any of that, and I want to share that. And I want to make all types of videos explaining that, especially to my viewers and people who just don't know about it. So if you are a viewer, a longtime viewer that just came and subscribed, thank you so much. What's up? We're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna make money together. And two, if you're new, what's up? My name is Karim Jovian, and I hope you stick around for some awesome knowledge. This is just a channel. Might be boring for some, but hey, finances are never boring, especially if it makes you some money. But knowledge is always good, and that's really important. So first off, I want to say congratulations to the people who invested early in XTM. That was a stock I talked about earlier, and it is now up 45%. Let's go. That's awesome. And I see a good future for it by the end of this year. So hopefully it picks up and it gets on all the exchanges and companies start using it, because that'd be phenomenal. And I think it's well needed. So for today's video, we're going to talk about what are the assets that I hold and why I hold them, and the theory, and the history on how I arrived at holding them. So first things first, let's jump with stocks. For what I hold in stocks, it's pretty simple. I don't really do anything too crazy. I just go simply by what I use, what I like, what I feel has a lot of potential. And there's also sectors that I'm really interested in, like technology, of course, precious metals, and AI. I don't know if that's considered a sector of its own or a subsector or technology, but AI is huge. I think it's really taking over, because a lot of everything we do uses some form of AI. And from my experience, when it comes to editing or filming YouTube videos, doing 3D modeling, all that stuff, AI is always used, and when it's used, it makes things a lot easier. Now, it's scary because if AI obviously starts becoming more smarter, and then you have that singularity effect. Hopefully, we don't get there, but AI makes things awesomely easy, and I think it's huge, especially with a lot of what we're doing now. So, with that said, I'm holding Apple. Maybe in the future I'll say how much I have and how much I'm holding. Right now I want to play it safe, and I want to keep that personal, but I'm holding Apple, holding the big daddy of them all, Tesla. I think everyone needs to hold that. I mean, it's let's just say I got in March, and that was around 300. Made some stupid mistakes along the way though, so don't hold me to that. Nvidia, right there, great company. I use Nvidia for a lot of my graphics cards. I mean, obviously, whenever Nvidia is on the product package, I get it. It's what runs my computer. It makes me edit, and it makes me play video games. So yes, and they're also working on AI, I believe, and they're doing really well. Gold shares. You have to have some of the precious metals. Diversity is good. Adobe, another program that I use. They have some issues because you crash a lot. Adobe Premiere Pro crashes a lot, but they have a lot of different software that you can use, like Photoshop, After Effects, and I've been using it for years. I've been using Adobe for years, and they just expanded into phones and apps and having, their mobile apps on the phones, which is incredible, and also makes a lot of cool pictures and edits accessible to many people who want to upload pictures. So that's more usage right there for people. Like, you can get some really cool effects with their apps for Instagram, for instance. So Adobe is another one, and it's doing really well too. Shot up really well, and they're also doing AI. They have Sensei, their AI module, and honestly, I think it's phenomenal. Sensei is incredible, especially with After Effects and what they're doing with it right now. It is really making editing a breeze, and I just love it. It's really, really fun to see all these different things. And if you want me to get into depth of all these stocks and showing you what I feel they're going to be in the future and all the things that they're working on and what it is that they're doing, then let me know, because I would love to talk about Adobe with their new human type edits, where the AI automatically knows where your eyes are and your nose is, and you could make this completely, you could make yourself smile. It's just a lot of crazy nerdy stuff, but I'll talk about it if you guys want me to. And then we have Microsoft. Microsoft, obviously, I play Xbox and my computer's Windows, and I've been using Windows for years, so why not, Stag Industrial, it's a REIT, so it's kind of like investing in real estate, but instead of having your money in a building, an actual building, you have it in these contracts that own a whole bunch of industries. Silver shares, just a counterpart to gold. MasterCard, Sony, obviously PlayStation, and pretty much only PlayStation, but a lot of other things that I like that are Sony are obviously, sound systems and whatnot. And they also own DVDs and Blu-rays and all that, but that's going away. But they hold rights to it, so I feel like they're trying to really have some value. Coca-Cola VTI, which is a ETF for the S&P 500. If you don't know what that is, that's basically, it's a share that you can get that actively manages the top 500 companies. So instead of having to buy all the 500 companies, like for instance, like Coca-Cola, Apple, Facebook, and all these, they have it within that ETF, and it gives you a dividend. I think it's every 3 months, quarterly dividend, and it's great. It makes things a lot easier, and it compounds. The interest compounds. You get interest on it, and you just reinvest and keeps buying it. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, let me know. I got Facebook, Google, PSEC. That was a free stock. So thank you guys for subscribing and using my link to sign up to whether it's Robinhood or Webull. I appreciate it. You can get 3 free stocks. So use my links below to sign up to Webull and Robinhood to get your free stocks. And once you get your stocks, I get them. So, which is awesome. We help each other. Upwork. If you guys don't know what Upwork is, it is kind of like Fiverr. It's a platform where people, clients and talent try to find one another to get gigs and jobs, basically in a whole bunch of fields, whether it's translation, editing, videography, filming, a lot of great stuff. I use it, got some great gigs off of it, and it shot up quite nicely, 300%. And this wasn't even in March. It shot up like, let's see when it shot up really nicely. Yeah, it in March actually. It was, believe it or not. No, yeah, Upwork is a great one, honestly. Let's see what this one is. Marathon Oil. My friends were telling me to get into oil because oil was really, really cheap at the time last year. It was a good come up, but then it just started going back down again. AGen, General Electric, Amazon. This is Catalyst Pharmaceuticals. I'm trying to jump into areas of where they were trying to build the vaccines, and I think Pfizer was one that a lot of people jumped into early because we felt that they were doing it, but we don't know how successful that is, and hopefully it works out. Zynerba Pharmaceuticals, another one. Just trying to find that gem, the company that just figures out how to put an end to this pandemic. And finally, Wrap Technologies. That is currently all that I hold for my stocks. I think I will get rid of a few and sell off, and hopefully buy into more Tesla, and maybe buy into more Apple. But we'll have to wait and see. Just gotta wait to see, because everybody's saying that we're in a bubble right now. And in March around last year, I was listening to everyone. I'm like, yeah, you know what? We are in a bubble. It's gonna go lower. It's gonna go lower. And in March, that was the bottom. And I was buying around that time, and I stopped buying because I was like, it's gonna go lower. And that's one of the biggest mistakes. And what I learned is that you got a dollar cost average. Just keep buying at a steady level and a steady rate. This way it doesn't matter if it goes up or down, you still keep accumulating. And I think that's the best way to do it. Because they kept saying it was going to go down, and all it did was just kept going up, going up, going up. Now we might be in a bubble, and it might go down. But that's what they were saying last year, so I don't know. And then let's jump into my crypto. So for crypto, I actually got into crypto a lot sooner, a lot earlier, way back like in 2016, before stocks. So stocks is like a breeze when you come from crypto. It's like, wow, you get breaks on weekends, and it's regulated, so if it sells off dramatically, they stop it, so they let people recollect themselves, and it's just, it's crazy. But the crypto world is the wild, wild west. And I've been telling my friends to get into this for a while. I understand some people can't do it and some people can. But the beauty of crypto is that you could put in whatever you can and whatever you can afford. And now look at us. We're way above our all-time high, and it's beautiful. It's really cool. And I feel like you could still jump in, but the thing is, if you really accumulated a lot back then, you're good. Right now, I would say just play it safely, because every day we're hitting an all-time high, and that can be really risky. The crypto that I hold are Bitcoin, of course. That is the big daddy of them all. Ethereum. I think Ethereum has a lot of potential because it's a platform, not just a coin like Bitcoin. It is a platform and has a lot of services developed on it, which is huge, because Ethereum is going to be the structure that holds a lot of these things that are working. Now, right now, it's in its 1.0 phase, which is currently proof of work, waiting for Ethereum to get to 2.0, which is proof of stake. And hopefully that will make it go even higher. But people are saying that's already priced in. So, and then if that does come and it doesn't work out and it still has problems, because right now, what a lot of people don't talk about is the transaction fees when it comes to these coins, especially when things get congested. They can get really expensive and ridiculous. And they do sometimes tend to be a little slow. So that's why it's good to just hold on to them and have them as a store of value. I got some XRP, but that's, I don't know, those are some remnants left from what I sold. Litecoin is an interesting one. It's like Bitcoin, but a little faster and more convenient in a way. But everybody loves Bitcoin. But you gotta have Litecoin, right? You never know. It was $30 in March, pretty incredible. Now it's at 172, which is insane. And one of my favorites, Cardano. Now that's one of the coins that it's not supported by Coinbase or Gemini. That's one of the big things that I look for when I'm buying crypto. It has to be in some form. It should have some form of accessibility for people. Like if it's on Coinbase or Gemini or even Robinhood, that's good, because it gives people a chance to buy it, and it gives it more liquidity, which is really, really healthy. Right now, Cardano, the only place you could find it is no, you can find it in a whole lot of places, but the main place that where I get mine is from Binance. And if you guys want to sign up to Binance, I'll put that link down in the description box below. It's another exchange, and they have almost a lot of coins, almost everything that you want, and some of them are vetted to be safe and whatnot. So, but still, it can still be risky. So just keep that in mind. Cardano, we got into that around 8 cents. And I feel good about that. 7 to 8 cents. How crazy is that? And now it is $1.21. Kept telling my friends about it, but it's just people are scared, and I can completely understand. I was in this place years ago, and I felt the pain. Okay, I've had my investment go down 90%. I was there for that drop in 2017, and it, to be honest, it still rocks me it rocked me to my core, and it still affects me till this day. It's because of it. I sometimes freeze when I'm trying to make purchases, and it really sucks. You know, if I had that mentality in 2017, I was going crazy. I was just buying all kinds of coins, buying this, that. I'm just buying everything I can get my hands on. With that mentality now, I would have made a lot more than I'm doing now. But I'm playing it safe, you know, because you never know what could happen tomorrow, and that's the best thing you got to do. You got to play it safe. You can YOLO and you can play like an R or a degenerate, but you know, it's gonna hurt when you lose. It's gonna hurt more when you lose than when you don't lose and you see it go up. Believe me, it's gonna hurt more. All right, and that's pretty much it. Got some other random ones like OXT, CeeLo, and all that stuff, but that's pretty much what I have. Back then, I used to have so much more. I had like Neo, Tron, Verge, Chainlink, EOS. I had a lot, and I was just really mad because we were in a bear market for like 3 years, and I just got so pissed. And I'm like, you know what? I'm selling everything, but I sold into Bitcoin, and I think that was a good move, and I'm really proud and really happy I did that. But I don't want to sound like a bear, but I'm still hoping that it goes down below 3K or 3K again. That might never happen, but it happens so many times, and I just want to load up on that. And I feel like if it does, it's going to give a lot of people a chance who didn't get a chance, because I feel like Bitcoin's for everybody. It's not just for the rich and the elite, you know? But that's the way life is. If you're there early, then you're lucky. And the cool thing is that a lot of this stuff used to be regulated. It used to be just for, you know, the rich and the elite. But now everyone, like the normal retail investor, the everyday retail investor, can become a part of this and, you know, dip their toes in this in a way, you know, for lack of a better term, basically. And I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. I think everyone should have the ability and the right to put their money wherever they want to put it. And I think that's something that we should consider. I think I'm done. So this is my first video on my finance channel. I promise it will get better. And I didn't have anything planned or written. I just wanted to just come here and answer you guys' questions on what I'm holding and what I'm considering on buying in the future. So here's some ways to make some money. The first one is Coinbase. You can use my link to get some free Bitcoin. The link is below. You want that free Bitcoin? Then use that link below to sign up to Coinbase. Coinbase. Why am I saying it like that? And also Binance. If you want to get, you know, some bonuses, sign up to Binance using my link. And then you have some free stocks. If you want some free stocks, sign up to Robinhood, get your 1 free stock, and then sign up to Webull to get your 2 free stocks. Remember, you got to deposit $100 in your account in order to get the second free stock. The $100 is still yours. You could use it to buy and invest, or you could just keep it in your account and take it back out. So that's just something that you need to know. Some people just get confused and they think that they're paying $100 to get 2 free stocks. No, that's not the case. You're just putting it in there so they can know you're legit and you're not just, you know, fooling around. And all those links are in the description box below. And I will see you soon. This just a crazy video that I thought I would try. It's a good warm-up. And I'll teach you guys all that I know. And remember, best thing to do, when in doubt, is save and put your money in index funds. That's the safest way, honestly. All right, I'll see you guys.